People keep asking, why is now everyone and their dog selling rooming houses? It only takes for you to go and have a look at some of the material around rooming houses, or maybe some of the options. Maybe you had a look at the Rooming House Millionaire, the book that I wrote pretty recently that covers this stuff, for Facebook and their algorithm, or Instagram, or any of the other social media, to start bombarding you with publicity around rooming houses. And it looks like everyone and their dog is trying to sell this stuff. And we've seen now competitors pop out from the trees and from the little corners more than we ever have. This used to be a market dominated by 2 or 3 really solid players. However, now it looks like there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people selling this stuff. And I thought it would be a good question that you ask around making sure that people understand what's required to do these type of projects and to follow this type of strategy. Rooming houses by its nature is a very specialized strategy. It's part of the reasons why we have vertically integrated at Stone Horizon, to make sure that we can provide our clients and property owners with the outcomes that they need. Not only you need to understand what's required in terms of picking the right area and the right block of land and the right property to have the right tenant mathematics around the area and around the particular project, but it's also very important that you understand how to design this stuff. We have a team of interior designers or internal designers who are used to designing this thing, design them day in, day out. Our design director has seen more properties in this space than probably anybody else out there. And at the same time, once the property is built, then the construction is also an incredibly important part. We are a building company. I'm a registered builder. We've been building these properties for quite a long time. And now it's all we built. We actually have given away or retracted back from some of the markets that historically in our early days we used to participate in. We used to build townhouses and developments and houses and all sorts of stuff. But we realized that if this was going to work, not only for us, but more importantly for the property owners, we needed to specialize. We needed to have a specialized team of supervisors, of project managers, of trades that we could train over time, that we could make sure that they understand everything that is required to build these very specialized properties. These properties have special fire protection requirements, have special electrical systems, there's all sorts of compliance things, and as you've probably seen in some of my videos, the tolerances are tiny. Therefore, we decided to vertically integrate. And then finally, once the property is built, then you want to make sure that that property is being managed by the right person. One of the things that we've seen over and over again is real estate agents who get dazzled by the management fees in these type of properties, and then they decide that they're going to have a go and try to steal the launch of the established rooming house operator. That tends to fail more often than not. And the reason why it fails is because traditional real estate agents are just not well set up to manage a rooming house. They're not well set up to provide the quality of service and the level of contact that these properties need. You need to remember that these properties they're kind of halfway between a hotel and a traditional rental. They are normal rentals and they're long-term rentals in our case. However, it's rentals that provide a high level of service. You have utilities, you have furniture, you have electrical appliances, you have so much service and maintenance involved with these properties that if you don't know how you're going to manage all of that, then you're simply not going to be able to provide the level of service that the tenants require. And tenant experience is one of the most important critical factors in the success of a rooming house, because a happy tenant not only stays for longer and takes better care of the property, but we also believe that in the long run, a happy tenant is happy to pay a higher rent for higher service.